Shorty don't like how I move, chopping some lines up like root us. Get her in all kinds of moods, she'd rather be fucking with lose us. Okay, got to pay her no mind. Only got to dodge her Fuck spinning my dick like a juicer. Thoughts in my mind like a tumor. Popping the pills, yeah I do, sir. She blow on my brains like a rude girl.
Alright, so I asked a couple of people this. This is a hypothetical. I love asking my co-workers and other people just hypothetical questions. Alright, so I'm gonna ask y'all this. I don't know if I asked it, but say for instance, right, it's on a random day, you got some kids, right, your kids, you out in public, it's just you and your kids, right? Your kids are acting out, they loud, they're wilding out, right? Somebody goes to you, right, and says this and does this, right? I'm only laughing because everybody that I have ever asked this pretty much had the same reaction. Goes to you and says this and does this. Yo, get your fucking mans. What would you do if somebody went to you, they put their fingers on you and put pressure on your head and move your head to the side and be like, yo, control your fucking mans. I really hope I do not get demonetized for cursing. But what would happen if what would you do? And when they say mans, they talking about your kids. Your kids are acting out, your kids are being, they wilding, they loud. And somebody comes to you and be like, yo, get your fucking mans. Honest to God, what are y'all doing? Let me know that in the comment section below, because I'm pretty sure most of y'all will have the same reaction. I'm going to jail. I'll tell you that much. or I'm beating the living hell out of you. Something gonna go down. I'm not about to just walk off like you just didn't put your hands on me and just and say what you just said. No, that's not how we rocking, that's not how we rolling. That we not gonna act like shit sweet. It's not. Bring that ass here, pause. Sup? Though. Alright, parking lot. Nightmare.
It happened on a Friday night.
Right.
When I came home from work, I texted my friends and told them to grab a drink with me. But they didn't feel like doing anything this weekend. I'm 24, and all my friends started working too, so I understand that they wanted to stay at home,
right,
be cozy, and just relax. I was home alone at the time, sitting all by myself, and then something just came to my mind. I just wanted to drive somewhere. So I got in the car again and drove for a while. Then I tried to find a spot to park my car to have a smoke. There was an underground parking lot that was placed in a one-way street. It was around 11:30 p.m. Even though it was a big city, there wasn't much activity around this area. After smoking, I walked back to the parking lot through the dark, small streets.
Wow.
But I was getting anxious and thought to myself, what if someone is following me?
I mean, you're walking in the dark. The chances of the things that you're thinking about, which is cluck shit, right, is more likely to happen to you now than during the day. And more often than not, when you're thinking about something, it happens. You know what I mean? So be careful about what you're thinking, because more often than not, it might happen. I promise you that. So the fact that you're thinking about some cluck stuff right now, it's not a good look, bro. It's not. I hope we got a pack of Trojans.
I'm out here all alone. So I turned up the pace and reached the parking lot. There was nobody at the parking lot, so I was relieved. But at that very moment, someone behind me shouted loudly, I got the chills and the hairs on the back of my head stood up. I slowly turned around, and there was this huge guy.
Oh my God!
He came to me and started talking. He was talking about how he just came out of prison.
Okay.
And that his wife changed the locks on the doors.
Right.
I noticed that his right hand was in the pocket of his hoodie. I swear I saw the outline of an object in that pocket. I immediately thought it was a knife. Crap, this is not supposed to happen.
Well, I mean, you thought it. So there you go. Like I've said this multiple times. I don't care how big a man is. Pause. I don't care how big a man is. I don't care how strong a man is. I don't care if you Floyd Mayweather and you got the hands. If I kick you hard enough in the balls and the dick at the same time, you going down or you falling on your knees. Like, I promise you that. If I kick you or punch you in the dick and balls, you going down. I don't care if you're the Rock. Like, you going down. Like, this area right here is so sensitive. I promise you that. So, he got that opportunity to go ahead and just one good time and then haul us to your car and then drive the hell off. But you got to be, like, precise. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just, like, you can't miss and then be like, oops, my bad, let me do that again. Stay right there? Nah. Nope.
I'm gonna die in here, I thought to myself. With a quivering voice, I told him very politely that I had to run the graveyard shift at work so that I could leave. And that was when his voice started to change. He angrily said, "No, you have to help me." I reached in my pocket and took out $30. That was the only money I had on me, and I just handed it to him. He took the money, but became angrier and shouted, "Hey, man, is this the only money you brought?" He took another step and was much closer to me. But what happened next was a miracle. A loud sound came from a door that was shut outside the parking lot. He got distracted and turned his head around, and that is when I rushed to the elevators. It was a separate room which was only accessible to people who parked their cars there, because the door could only be opened with the parking receipt. I got into the elevator safely, but then I heard his loud footsteps behind me. I ran to my car, got in, and started it. I slowly pulled up to the gate, and it opened. Although I could see the guy charging at me when I tried to get out of the parking lot, it was too late for him. I stepped on the gas and drove away as fast as I could, and it only took me 15 minutes because I was using too much gas. To this day, I can't stop thinking about what would have happened if that door outside the parking lot wouldn't have made that loud noise.
Stop doing that. Whenever you find yourself in a clutch up situation and you survive that situation, don't stop thinking about that, please. Because you're going to have sleepless nights. You're going to be paranoid. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be yourself for a little bit. You're not going to be in the right mindset. Like, once you survive that clutch situation, don't ever think about it ever again. Because once you think about it, it might happen again. And if it does, then well, that's on you. I can't save you. I wasn't going to save you, I'm just saying. I wasn't going to save you, I'm not going to save you. I wasn't planning on saving you. Maybe somebody else, but not me. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy. My family.